Ric Flair, the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. It's with a great pride that I welcome you to Mid-South. Certainly you have the prestige and the eyes of the world upon you.
Well, Bill, it's always a pleasure to be here. As everyone knows, the Mid-South is one of the real hotbeds of professional wrestling. The association with the National Wrestling Alliance makes it #1 in the sports market. I'm proud to be here. The competition here, as I've said many, many times, is at the peak of our sports, the best right here in the Mid-South, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, Rick, now that we've got the accolades out of the way, I want to get down to the business and what's happening, and I really kind of want to put you on the hot seat. You know, you've caused a lot of controversy in the Mid-South. You made a statement that you don't fully have the authority to make when you said the only person in the Mid-South you'd wrestle would be the North American champion.
Well, Bill, as you know, being the World Heavyweight Champion, I have a lot of input. And even though I might not have the last word, I have a lot of influence with Bob Geigel, the president, and Jim Crockett, the booker for the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, and all I've done is I've made sure that by coming into the Mid-South, I'm wrestling your #1 man, and that's the only one.
Well, you're supposed to defend the world's title here on Mid-South Television next week. We've submitted 3 names to Bob Geigel, and I think everybody out there knows who they are. Do you know if a decision has been reached as which one of these men you'll defend the title against next week?
Yes, I do know a decision has been reached. I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm doing everything I can right now to switch that match.
You know, Rick, I want to say one thing. I've always respected you, but I think the pressure's getting you. And the thing that I've really bothered with is the $25,000 you paid Dick Slater, and then the fact that we caught you a couple of weeks later in Houston, adding what we've been told is another $25,000 to a $50,000 bounty for Slater to do your dirty work and take Butch Reed out of the picture.
Well, Bill, let's just slow down for a second. First of all, when you're the World Heavyweight Champion and you're an affluent member of one of the greatest societies in the world today, the United States, you have money to spend for different things. Now, I saw fit to involve Dick Slater in a personal issue with mine because I don't like Butch Reed. I don't like what he stands for. But as of right now, nothing's happened to Butch Reed, and I don't have my $50,000.
Well,
Dick Slater was supposed to be here tonight. He's not here, and I want to know why.
Let me show you something that happened last week where Dick Slater claimed that he'd returned that money to you. Let's look at that when Reed confronted him.
Now you got $25,000 for me, sucker. Huh? You want to take $25,000 off of me, boy? Huh? And let me tell you something, girl. I'm black, and I'm proud of it, you hear me? I know what I am. The trouble is you don't know who you are. You trying to be something that you ain't. I'm going to tell you that right now. You trying to be something that you not. Hey! Well, bring your thing in here so I can talk. Let me tell you something, heifer. You know that black men don't treat women like white men when it comes to slapping on them. So let me tell you this one thing, tramp. When you put your hands on me again, I'm gonna knock you smooth out. And let me tell you something, back jumper. Let me tell you something, back jumper Slater. You got $25,000 to take out on my head. I'm gonna give you a chance to make your money, sucker. I'm gonna turn my back on you, and you back jump me when I walk away. Take your best shot, boy. I'm sorry. Here. Hold it, wait a minute, Butch Reed. Just wait a minute. I'm going to tell you something right now. The $25,000 that I got from Ric Flair for the North American Heavyweight Champion, I gave him the money back. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want anything to do with Ric Flair. You all can beat each other to death. As far as I'm concerned, you can win the World Heavyweight title. Hey, let me tell you something, Slater. I don't want it. I don't care. You a lie, and you full of something I can't say on TV. But, sucker, I'm going to tell you this. This is the best shot you're going to get all night. So you better take it right now. Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is one explosive situation. Look at Slater. Joe, look at Slater on the monitor. He gave the money back. And they're getting Hacksaw Butch Reed. They're having to, the referees are down here. Hacksaw Butch Reed was ready. I said he was the man. He is the man.
I gave him the money back. I gave him the money back. Flair's got the money back. I don't want a piece of Butch Reed.
Well, maybe that's the reason Butch Reed's not here today, because you heard that statement. He said he has returned the $50,000 to you, and he's not looking to collect that bounty on Butch Reed, and he knew you were going to be here today.
Well, I've known Dick Slater a long time. His word has always been good. Right now, I'm a little disappointed. I don't have the $50,000 back.
You mean
but
he
in
still,
the words,
he still has it?
In my eyes, he still has it because it's not in my hand. But being the great champion I am and being the great competitor I am, Bill Watts, I'm telling you, and I'm telling all the fans in the Mid-South, that when I get Butch Reed in that ring, and I want him there anytime he's man enough to get in it, I'll take care of Butch Reed myself. I don't like Butch Reed, but I'll take care of myself right there in that ring anytime he's man enough to show me that he can face Ric Flair on a one-on-one situation.
Well, I know you're going to wrestle today later on TV, and you've got to get up and change into your wrestling gear. But maybe next week you'll get the chance to take care of Butch Reed, because he's one of the names we submitted to Bob Gaggle.
Well, let's not talk about Butch Reed. As you said earlier, I'm going to be in that ring, and I'm going to show these fans why, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm the greatest wrestler alive, and why Mid-South brings Ric Flair in as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, thank you. We'll be back with more action in the ring after these words from our sponsors.